Light as a feather when I'm floating through, reading through the daily news, measuring the hurt within golden rule. See the movies of Viva, I'm into the speaker, motivational teacher with words to burn people. Seeing the hairlines lined with this girl, it's either genocide, all the planets in uproar, never good, but also paradise are never nice. The best laid plan of minds, the men are never right. I'm just a vagabond with lumps of Algernon, the average Joe who knows what the fuck is going on. It's the hope of my thoughts that I travel upon, fly like an arrow from God until I'm gone. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping vertical forever, elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping the vertical forever, elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. Taking chances, warped out, dancing with wolves in ice arena out there, deep in the woods of Arizona. The sun behind, lamps surrounding, and trying to be talib when I run to real life, painted vivid. Every type crazy and say, watch the propaganda, 6 o'clock news they're saying, culture clash for black, for the white trash, they're revealing the cyberspace, the mic crash, dash, the millennium, a million miles of running, at the speed of now, back, don't return gunning, Rambo style, Guno child gunning, ammo blood, 2 times lamp stunning, when I hit you, lift you off the roof like, ayo, take your back at birth aligned. Niggas wonder why, they might wonder why the shit might happen, but it does, they go. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my words take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping vertical forever, elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. So I'm drifting away like a feather in air, letting my soul take me away from the hurt and despair. So I'm keeping the vertical forever, elevator, riding the escalator to the something that is greater. Touch you better than me because it's heavily key to unlock the inner strength where my essence would be. It's the knowledge of self-understanding of the things around me that comes the wisdom that I need. Live this life to the best of my ability, channeling energy to my thoughts into symmetry. Remember me because my clothes remain gold. I got the gift of gab like them pins and gangles. Never ends, I keep it rolling like a sapphire. The first caveman bringing fire, and now we enter higher to blast mistakes, erase the stakes. It's double or nothing, this vacuum, less space. I will survive, divine the time to crime. Fuck all the hide, I'm live with pride. And I drew the Chevy to the levee, but the levee will try singing. This will be the day that I die.